Pass to Davis. Evans, right side. And that one, no good to start him off on the night. The Suns trailing. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hi, guys. I caught up with Coach Alvin Gentry. He told me that they'll have their work cut out for them looking to score inside with the elite shot blocker and defender Tyson Chandler patrolling the paint. He said he was the Defensive Player of the Year for a reason. He's got length, mobility, toughness, and the want to. He brings effort and communication defensively, and you can't forget about him at the other end either. An improved shooter, and he can definitely finish. Kevin, a ton of respect for what Chandler brings to the table.
Thank you, Doris. For the New Orleans Pelicans, their last game a loss to the San Antonio Spurs.
You know, you hate to use this one, but I really felt like it was a sorry effort that was put forth on the defensive shot.
Oh, that's pretty harsh from you, Greg, but you're right. I mean, too many times we saw them slow to set up and get on D. Late on their rotation, and they paid a big price for it. Tell you what, guys, it was a bit of a mixed bag for Eric Bledsoe last season. Average career highs in rebounds and assists. Those were the good parts. But for some reason, the field goal and three-point percentages dropped 30-plus points.
First one falls for him. And talking about Eric Bledsoe, he took on a lot more responsibility last season, Greg, especially after the trades in Phoenix. He became the main focal point of their offense.
And you know what? It was his first year of kind of being the man. Signed a big contract coming into the season, and now there's a responsibility that goes with being the go-to guy. Eric has the talent to shine, though, in that role.
And Eric Bledsoe drops them both.
Bledsoe has been a problem. He's already up to 11 points, and he's put one three-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc. Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and two shots coming up. Well, the Phoenix Suns came up short in their playoff hopes again last year. They went 17-24, Clark, on the road, and that didn't help them out.
Not at all, and that pretty much closed the door on postseason for them.
Okay, gentlemen, two shots. Two shots.
First free throw is good.
And guys, with the Suns last year on the road, they had the 17 wins, but only 7 of them came in conference. So a big part of why they missed the postseason.
Bledsoe hits them both.
And, you know, as you mentioned, with the Suns, only 7 road wins against the West. 3rd worst in-conference road record of any team. You have to be able to steal wins on the road to make your way to the playoffs out west.
And he gets it to go. Ajinsa's got his first 2 points of the night. Bledsoe dishes to Tucker. Back to Bledsoe. Holiday with the block. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Evans leading the charge. Kicks it to Holiday. Dishes it to Davis. Feeds it to Evans. On the wing, Gordon. That doesn't go either for Gordon.
And whether he's a great off-balance shooter or not, the lean is probably not the best option on that shot.
Bledsoe against Howard. Pass to Morris. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. Five to shoot. Here's Weems, and the Suns miss again. So for Phoenix, their last game a loss to the Nuggets in Denver.
probably their poorest defensive effort all season long. I mean, at home, that kind of D is not going to cut it. Never mind when you're on the road.
Hey, I don't know, guys. This may be all speculation. Perhaps they had a bad flight into town the night before, and we all know a rough flight in can lead to turbulence on the court.
Now here's Bledsoe. After Eric Gordon's miss. Releases. Shot's good by Bledsoe. Bledsoe's got 15 points.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Outside Holiday. He feeds it to Gordon. Davis sets a screen. And the basket by Gordon. Gordon's got his third basket of the night right there.
And he came off that screen, and the knee just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Now, here is Morris. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one, and it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of this.
Alexis Aginski. And then for Phoenix, Alex Lenz checked in for Chandler. Livingston comes in for Morris, and Knight subbed in for Sonny Weems. Pelicans trail by 3. And Holiday kicks to Ashik. Davis sets a screen. And the Pelicans miss again.
Boy, they were ready for him right there. I mean, totally collapsed the defense on him.
Knight against Gordon. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second bonus.
And with the break here, let's look at the stats for Evans. He's putting up about 16 points a game, 7 assists, and 4 rebounds. And his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving, and of course, finds the open man.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Ryan Anderson, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Pondexter comes in for Eric Gordon. And Cole subbed in for Drew Holiday. Now here's Evans. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against San Antonio.
And with the way the Warriors went on a rampage last year, you knew that Alvin Gentry would be in demand, was the architect behind the best offensive minds in our league. And let's take a look at the numbers for Booker. 14th in three-point field goal percentage. And with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And nobody's able to guard him out there. I mean, defenders have been trying to get physical with him, but it doesn't bother him. He just shrugs it off.
Now here's Anderson. Last game he had 13.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
And it's going to be a 3-second call. And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. The Suns in second.
I mean, no doubt for me that they've hit their stride the last few weeks. I mean, they are punishing the defenses with that up-tempo style.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Perkins is checked in. Here's Cole. He's guarded by Knight. Perkins with a screen on Knight. Cole. They get the rebound. Perkins with the bucket. And the Pelicans lead by 3.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Knight into the lane. And the rejection by Perkins. Here's Cole. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Screen by Ashik. Jumper off the screen. Here's Perkins. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Wow. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaping up in the West early in the season. You take a look at the Suns. Right now they're in 7th in the conference, looking to build on their record. And, of course, there's the Pelicans. Not in the same realm right now in terms of their record.
And right now for Phoenix, they haven't attracted any serious attention here in the early season. It's been the kind of average start that most had predicted.
Well, at least they haven't self-destructed. I mean, they're right there with all the other teams in the thick of the early playoff chase.
All right, now. Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. Kendrick Perkins, at this point in his career, really more of an enforcer than anything. Last season was statistically his worst since his rookie year. Played for a couple different, actually was part of 3 different teams, and ended up in Cleveland after beginning in Oklahoma City.
Yeah, and you know, at this stage, what he gives you now, he's really a space eater down low. Still a terrific screener in the pick and roll or in terms of executing of the offense. And when the game gets physical, that tends to lead to him finding a way to make an impact.
Enforcer's a good term.
I like that one, Kevin.
I do too.
I like that one. Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Now here's Ashik. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. On Dexter with it. Shot clock at 6. Oh, good on the 3.
And, you know, going back to Kendrick Perkins, I mean, he just looks like a guy you wouldn't want to mess with. On top of that, he acts like a guy you wouldn't want to mess with. One of the toughest competitors in the league, and you got a scowl to match.
Cole's shot is good. Cole's got his first 2 points. Suns trail by 3. Now, here is Knight. We saw him with 10 points last game. And here's Freak. The rebound by Anderson.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
And here are the Pelicans now, following the miss by Freak. Anderson. And the shot no good, a bit short.
And we were talking about Perkins. He's always been willing to do the dirty work. When the Celtics traded him a few years back for Jeff Green, they immediately struggled to outwork and out-hustle opponents. That was one of the few trades that I think Danny Ainge would like to have back. Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Special day of the week.
.116 left here in the opening quarter. And Cole kicks to Anderson. Shoots. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Anderson's got his second bucket tonight. Suns trail by 3. Outside Knight. 11 feet away, and it's Freak missing.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Perkins with a screen on Knight. Cole, the pass to Pondexter. Here's Cole. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Ashik, no good.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Now here's Freak. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Len's shot is off. Now Anderson. Here's Cole. With 1 on the clock. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Pelicans ahead. They finish off the first quarter on a 14-6 run. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And let's hear from Tyson Chandler. He talked about what he brings to this team.
I do a lot that doesn't show up on the stat sheet. That's what I pride myself on. You know, some nights you're not going to get the ball, but you still can be effective on the floor. Whether that's rebounding, playing defense, hustling, trying to create extra shots for your team. Whatever it is necessary that I feel like help my team get a win.
Chandler has long been the kind of player all coaches want on their team. He's the definition, Greg, of an unselfish player who doesn't care about his ego or his stats.
And he knows that and prides himself on it. That also makes him the kind of player his teammates appreciate so much because they know nobody wins any rings without a guy like Tyson Chandler on the team.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. What stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
Just almost an intimidating factor when you're able to go out and consistently come up with the block shots like they have defensively.
Well, what happens is shooters begin to start looking for the shot blockers, and it does intimidate them.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Bledsoe and Knight of the backcourt. Chandler out there with Markieff Morris, and it's Weems in at the 3. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Nuggets came through when they needed him to. He picked up 5 points and was just efficient on the offensive end, picking his spots on when to keep the ball moving or try his own luck. He was just too much to handle as he came off the bench to turn in a great outing, guys. They hope it continues.
All right, Doris, well, guys, coming off a performance like that has got to have him supremely confident right now.
No doubt. I guarantee he comes into today's game feeling there isn't anything he can't do on the floor right now.
Tell you what, Greg, I think he might be right based on that last game. I'm inclined to agree with him.
The Pelicans last season, a very solid team rebounding, too. Top to bottom, the team they would rebound as a team.
And one of the metrics that I do like, that they led the league in contested rebounds. I mean, that speaks to the effort that this team competed with. And winning those 50-50 rebounds means more than just collecting any old miss.
Now here's Gordon. Brandon Knight missing his last shot. Evans dishes to Holiday. Left side, Davis. Shot is off. And Phoenix the other way now. Bledsoe outside. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Outside, Holiday. Evans outside. It's hauled in by the Suns. Chandler's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Knight picks to Weems. Fades. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
He has such a nice touch for a big man.
Yeah, and they've got to figure out a way to get a bigger body on him, because if they don't match up his size, then he's going to continue to work them over the rest of the game.
Now here's Evans. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. Now here's Bledsoe following the shot by Evans. The feed to Morris. Puts it up from 17. They get it again. And Ushit sends it back. Wow! Here's Gordon. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunity. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Omer Ashe. The free throw drops for Gordon.
And you know, guys, Eric Gordon was an unbelievable three-point shooter last season. 45% from behind the arc. The first time he's been over 40% in his career.
Now, here is Morris. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Nuggets in Denver.
Yeah, but I also thought the rebounding was impressive. He got some huge boards in that game.
Here's Holiday following the basket by Markieff Morris. Outside Gordon. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
And it's the Suns with the ball. Following the score by New Orleans. 4 on the clock. Here's Morris. Almost, but it rolls out. You know, we were talking about Eric Gordon. He's always had great range, but not always with great shot selection.
You know, and that's a great point because, you know, we see now that he's starting to mature, starting to value every possession. And that's good news for the rest of that team.
And Holiday kicks to Davis. And the pass to Gordon. That's in there. Davis with the assist. And that's now 20 points for Eric Gordon.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
His first shot coming late. Evans with the rebound. Evans has got 5 rebounds tonight, and it's Gordon penetrating. Can't get it to fall. Suns trail by 6. Bledsoe with him. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Here's Weems. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Shot's good by Bledsoe. Bledsoe's got 4 points in the quarter.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Here's Evans. After Eric Bledsoe's score, comes up empty from 8 feet.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
Here's Tucker. Good. Now just a 2-point Pelican lead.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Gordon with the screen for Holiday. Left side Gordon. Down it drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
They double-team Bledsoe. Davis against Morris. And the basket good. Morris has got 6.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Outside Holiday. The dish now to Gordon. Davis sets a screen. Gordon goes in. He kicks to Davis. That's good. Davis has got his 2nd basket of the night.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Tucker the pass to Morris. The shot misses. Great D that time from Davis.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Now here's Bledsoe. After Eric Gordon's miss. Stolen by Gordon. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. Nice shot by Evans.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
They double team Bledsoe. Weems kicks to Bledsoe. To the paint. Here's Morris. For just the 4th time today, it is good. That one makes him 4 for 10.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
And Holiday kicks to Gordon. Baseline J on the way, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Here's Weems, and Davis sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Ryan Anderson, he's checked in for New Orleans. Coles comes in for Drew Holiday. Phoenix also making some changes. Alex Len's checked in for Chandler. Livingston comes in for Morris, and it's Booker in for Sonny Weems. Now here's Booker. He's coming off a 10-point game against Denver. Cole with the rebound.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Gordon with it. He's guarded by Booker. And it's Davis missing.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Phoenix looked to be on the verge of making it back into the playoffs last season. Ultimately, though, Greg, they faltered in the second half of the year.
Yeah, it was a 3-team race. And after coming up short in 14, the Suns had the edge early. As you said, Kevin, they simply couldn't keep things going in the second half of the season.
Now here's Davis. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Bledsoe against Gordon. Bledsoe dishes to Freak to the middle. Tucker. And Davis sends it back. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. Some changes for New Orleans. Perkins, he's checked in for Alexis Ajinça. And it's Pondexter in for Anthony Davis. John Lure, he's checked in for the Suns. Out to the right wing. They double-team Bledsoe. Clock at 6. Here's Freak. Phoenix, no good that time either. New Orleans leading by 6. Right side, Gordon. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
And the basket by Livingston.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
And Cole kicks to Perkins. Passes to Gordon. And they double up Gordon. Anderson can't get it to go.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
The shot by Bledsoe. Nobody around. His 3-pointers off the mark. And for the Pelicans, they're shooting in the second quarter right around 48%. And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. New Orleans making a switch here. Ashik's checked in. Brandon Knight's checked in for Phoenix. .157 left in the second quarter. Perkins with a screen on Knight. Cole the pass to Perkins. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. Perkins got the lead up to 8 now for the Pelicans. Knight with it. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
Sometimes folks forget about his decent mid-range jumper. He can knock those down all game given a chance.
Stolen by Len. Knight dishes to Freak. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Len. Now here's Knight. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now he averages nearly 12 points a game. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Phoenix had a season of heartbreak last year. So many losses for them on last-second shots. Late-game losses, Greg, buzzer beaters.
Yeah, it's sad if you're a Phoenix fan. How many times this team lost at the buzzer? Just close games in general. Of their 42 losses, how about 18 were by 5 points or less?
And so he's able to get one of two.
You know, trying to think back on all of the last-second losses for the Suns last year, guys. Heck, the Clippers, Milwaukee, Houston, the Grizzlies, Kings, and Warriors. Ouch.
First personal foul, team's third.
You know, what is worse for the Suns in last year's buzzer beaters? A lot of them were from big men. Griffin hits a three, Cousins hits a deep two. Big men hitting big shots against them. At least they know it can't be as bad this year.
Pass to Len. He dishes it to Lure. Suns moving the ball around. Here's Freak. Ashik pulls it in. Ashik's got 4 rebounds in this game.
I like the move to go 2 for 1 here.
So do I, Greg. I mean, I agree with you. They need to get a quick look and then try to get another possession after that. That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
And here is Pondexter. Dishes it to Cole. Phoenix grabs the miss. And now the Suns a fast break. Here's Knight. Here's Len. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And the replay center out in Secaucus delivering the footage. And guys, it sure looks like the shot left his hands just a moment too late.
Yeah, this one pretty clear cut. I don't think there's much question about it. He didn't get it off in time. I'm sure the officials are going to agree with that.
Well, the ruling is in, and the call stands. No basket, so no change, Clark, and the scoreboard as we end the quarter.
Smart decision to review the shot. That was indeed very close to being legitimate.
That'll do it for the first half. Pelicans lead by 7. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, the offense has obviously been a struggle. What do you think you can do better to make up ground on them?
We just have to wait for the right shot, really. We want to get even with them, but too often we're trying to do it all in one trip. We stay patient, keep waiting for that can't-miss shot. Yeah, we'll be all right.
Thank you for your time. This one far from over, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for the third quarter of basketball.
Hey guys, settle down for a second. I noticed a couple of things from that first half. Firstly, our offensive output in the paint was really encouraging. But that being said, let's make sure we don't get too one-dimensional in the second half. I want us getting points from the inside and out. We can also put a lot more effort into our transition defense. We let them get out in front of us a few times, and already the layups are starting to sting. But what I want to see right out of the blocks from us right now for some surefire points is the pick and roll. Let's go with what's tried and true. All right, guys, let's get out there and play a good second half.
Come on, New Orleans!
The second half just about to get going here.
How about this one for Eric Gordon? He's got 26 points and a steal. He's a one-man wrecking crew out there.
Truly, they have no answer for him at all.
Pelicans leading by 7. Evans and Davis, the forward tandem. Holiday at the 1 with Gordon at the 2. And it's Ajinça in at the pivot, manning the middle. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. That's good.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court. My goodness, he sure can get off the ground.
One of the best in the business for sure. You're right.
I tell you what, he is an imposing finisher around the rim. He makes it look a little too easy.
Now here's Evans.
That's the wall.
And Chandler sends it back. Ajinça.
Move it.
Suns trail by 7. Bledsoe with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Here's Weems. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe's got his 5th assist in this one.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
And Holiday kicks to Gordon. And they double up Gordon. Holiday with the 3. Again, Holiday missing.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half. And looking at Drew Holiday, there's one thing he could do to really improve his game. Something that would, for the first time in a full season, help get his field goal percentage up over 45%. And that's just to get to the rim more often. Attack off the dribble.
Feeds it to Weems. Back to Bledsoe. Evans with the steal. Oh, and here we go with Gordon. Nobody back. That's good. And it's an 8-point Pelican lead.
Boy, the fast break has really been good to him here, and they're clicking in transition.
Yeah, 3 of their last 5.
Group substitution here for New Orleans. Omer Ashik, he's checked in for Alexis Ajinça. Anderson comes in for Tyreke Evans. Quincy Pondexter, he's checked in for Eric Gordon. And Cole subbed in for Drew Holiday. Here's Cole. No good from outside.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Now Knight inside. The jump hook, a tad short, but it's good off the front iron. 9 points for Freak.
That's a nice job of getting the ball in the paint and burying the shot. That's exactly how it's done.
Here's Cole. He's guarded by Knight. Cole, the pass to Pondexter. They set the pick. 6 to shoot. And here's Anderson for 3. Shot's good. Anderson's got 7 points in the game.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Knight into the lane. He's off from 17 feet.
Well, he's building a house with those bricks. I mean, one reason is he keeps trying to force it up when he's defended well. Move the ball. Share the sugar.
All alone. And it's Anderson that time on the assist by Davis. Anderson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
It's Knight with the drive. Right wing. And Lure kicks to Knight. Here's the 3. Again, the miss by Knight.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
Davis sets a screen. Pondexter dishes to Davis. Great open look there. And it's an 8-point Pelican lead.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
And there's the 3-second violation. Kendrick Perkins is checked in for the Pelicans.
Kendrick Perkins.
And here's New Orleans now. They're on an 11-2 run. Here's Cole. They set the screen. Kicks to Pondexter. Clock at 6. Fires the three. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And while we've got a moment, let's check out the best defenses in the NBA. The Suns, fifth.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard, and they play...
Suns trail by 11. Outside Knight. To halt the run and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
And guys, Brandon Knight really fits the mold of the new breed of NBA combo guard. He has the length and quickness to guard ones and twos, and his skill set allows him to generate offense both in transition as well as the half court.
And that one falls for Knight. Greg was talking about Brandon Knight. He'd really improve his shooting percentages before the midseason trade last year, and that was one of the bigger weaknesses, Clark, earlier in his career.
Yeah, not only was the shot going down more, it looked better. It was better mechanically, but now to take the next step, he has to cut down the turnover.
Perkins with the screen. Cole the pass to Perkins, and there's the whistle, fouled hard. shot. He'll go to the line. Alex Len picks one up.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
At the line for two.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
You know, as the season wore on, guys, the Pelicans became a matchup that nobody wanted to see. Very tough against teams and had very few weaknesses, too.
And so he hits both. Well, for the Pelicans last season, they were a tough matchup. The defense was one thing, but their mentality, the way they thought through the game was fantastic.
Yeah, and Kevin, you look at their record against other playoff teams, and it stacks up well. I mean, they made the playoffs by never thinking they were at a disadvantage on the floor. And having that kind of confidence in a young team, that only really speaks for positives moving forward.
Knight kicks to Freak. Yes, and Knight with the assist that time. And that's now 11 points for Freak.
He had his head on a swivel, was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Perkins with a screen on Knight. Cole dishes to Perkins. Here's Hushik. Len with the block. And they're able to recover. Outside Knight. Pass to Lou. Len a screen. Here's Lure. Hushik defending. Pulls it up. That one off the back iron and out.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage, even though it was all over.
Cole, the pass to Anderson. And Hushik kicks to Pondexter. Here's Cole. Defended by Booker. They set the pick. Hushik no good. Suns trail by 10. 43 seconds left in the third quarter. It's Knight with the drive. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Knight's got 5 now. Here's Cole. He's guarded by Knight. Here's Cole. Teardrop shot. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
For New Orleans, they have been shooting right around 75% of the line, 9 of 12 so far.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
And this year, they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
Gordon's checked in for New Orleans. And a change for the Suns. Bledsoe's checked in. And he's good on the second. Suns trail by 9.
Clock is clearly on their side.
Exactly, and they can hold it for the last shot, and I think they will.
Outside Knight. Len a screen. Knight into the lane. Freak with it. And no good trying to get that one. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Pelicans on top as they end the third quarter with a tremendous 17-7 run. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. Suns trail by 9. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. Tucker and Morris holding the forward spots. Sonny Weems is out there at Bledsoe. And it's Chandler in at the 5 spot. Out to Morris. 6 on the shot clock. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. From deep three-point range, no good. And New Orleans will come the other way. They swipe it. Now here's Tucker. Bledsoe kicks it to Tucker. No good with the triple. Pelicans leading by 9. Outside Holiday. Davis setting the pick for Evans. Outside Holiday. He feeds it to Davis.
That's a war.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. That drops. Ajinsa's got the first field goal of the 4th quarter here for the Pelicans. Bledsoe dishes to Tucker. Here's Morris. And that's a foul called on Sonny Weems. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul.
Clark, they've shared the load offensively.
Yeah, they've done a nice job with it, Kevin. Everybody's touching the ball. There's a nice flow to what they're doing offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
Morris a screen. Weems passes to Tucker. Here's Weems, defended by Gordon. Offensive rebound, Morris. And he slams it one-handed.
And guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, his reputation. Clark grinding away, 100% effort all the time.
And Kevin, all that effort pays off. How many of those spectacular putback jams do we see from this guy? A bunch.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Assist goes to.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Outside Holiday. Now the feed to Evans. Davis sets a screen. Evans attacking off the screen, and it's Davis with the jam.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
And it's Weems missing. New Orleans leading by 11. Right side Gordon. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. Evans has got 5 assists tonight.
I love the killer instinct he shows right there, exploding to the rim to add to the lead.
Chandler kicks it to Tucker from downtown, and that one's good.
He just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Holiday up top. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Bledsoe's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And the wide open shot from Morris. Wide open shot is on the money. Morris has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Suns. Evans right side. Inside. It's tipped. Davis. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Guys, it's really amazing just how quickly Anthony Davis has blossomed into stardom. By age 21, he was arguably the best player in the game. At age 17, he only had 1 scholarship offer for college, and that was from Cleveland State to play point guard.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis. And in high school, Anthony Davis didn't play for a powerhouse. Perspectives Charter School, only around 200 kids.
Certainly not an NBA hotbed. They had him bring the ball up court and work in the post, much to his developmental benefit. A lot of losses, but he said that it made him a better leader dealing with that adversity.
That one is no good.
And really, I thought Anthony Davis a season ago just took the league by storm. I mean, jaw-dropping numbers. I think you could argue if the Pelicans' record had been a little better, he probably would have won the league MVP.
Davis with a screen on Bledsoe. Gordon dishes to Davis. Lays it up and banks it in. Davis has got 9 points now in just the second half. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for New Orleans.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
They have, but you also can't overlook how well they defended the rim, as they've challenged every shot and also gotten quite a few blocks as well. And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows?
And you look at the development of Anthony Davis last season, far and away the best player efficiency rating-wise in Clark, the NBA.
Yeah, that's called PER, player efficiency rating, one of the 4 best marks in NBA history for Davis, alongside Chamberlain, Jordan, and LeBron James.
Evans outside. Davis setting the pick for Evans. Shot by Gordon, wide open. The basket good off the assist from Evans. Evans has got 6 assists in the game.
Got it.
And it's Bledsoe off the drive. The shot, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Davis sets a screen. And the wide open shot from Evans drains the three-pointer. And the Pelicans lead by 14.
He hasn't really done much on the offensive end, but he's worked within the team concept to help them get the lead. He's done some other things other than scoring to help his team get the lead here.
Chandler, the pass to Tucker. And Bledsoe, here we go. Rebounded by Ajinça.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
Well, it's just been one of those kind of games for him.
Here's Bledsoe. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Bledsoe's got 21.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control. That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
Get the ball inside.
Morris with a screen on Gordon. And Bledsoe, here we go. They grab their own miss. Morris kicks to Weems. And the pass to Bledsoe. It's stolen by Ajinça. Bledsoe against Holiday. It's Ajinça, top of the key. 11 feet away. No good. The Suns go the other way with it. Here's Weems. The dish to Bledsoe. Chandler with the screen on Holiday. And Bledsoe, here we go.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
That is good. Evans has got the lead up to 14 now for the Pelicans.
There's been a change in his game compared to what we saw in the first half. I mean, he's scoring with a lot of confidence now.
Shots good by Bledsoe. Bledsoe's got 23 points.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
And they double up Gordon. New Orleans moving it around. Evans. No good with the triple.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Passes to Weems. Takes the three. Another three for Phoenix.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch, and he did it perfectly.
And the jam by Ajinça.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Move the ball.
Up top, Bledsoe, guarded by Holiday. And it's blocked. And can't hit the shot, but they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line.
Checking out the game Marquise Morris is having. He's got 10 rebounds, and there's a nice number in his assist column as well.
It really has been, Clark. He's created a lot of open looks for his teammates. Very unselfish play from him today.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
And one thing that Phoenix had for them last season was depth. A very good bench, and they provided a good scoring punch when called upon.
And the Suns making a change here. Livingston's checked in. And Morris drops them both. Well, Phoenix did have a strong bench, best scoring bench in the NBA in terms, Clark, of points per minute play.
Yeah, and you know, it really helped them, that bench strength, keep the pace of the game up. They were 3rd in the league in fast break points last year.
Shot clock at 6. Davis sets a screen. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Holiday dives for it. Out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession. Tyson Chandler is checked in for Morris. Suns trail by 9. Down low. Here's Freak. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That one on Davis.
So far in this one for Freak, he has 11 points, and also those active hands of his have led to a pair of steals.
He can just change a game with his defense, and he's thrown off their rhythm completely the last several possessions.
And both free throws good from Freak. And here's Holiday. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Guys, over that last break, I listened in on Alvin beat huddle. He said, I'll bet they won't take us lightly next time, guys. Clearly, he was aware of their underdog status coming into this basketball game, guys.
Evans kicks to Holiday. And the foul called on Freak. That's foul number 2 for him. Holiday against Bledsoe. Holiday dishes to Davis. Just 5 to shoot. Baseline jumper, and that's good for 2.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
We've got 1:55 left to play in the final quarter.
Move the ball.
And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Now Chandler. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Here's Tucker. Phoenix, no good that time either. Clark, they can burn some clock if they want to.
Yeah, and maybe buy a little oxygen while they're doing it.
Gordon kicks to Davis. Kicks it out to Evans. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. 1:22 left in the 4th quarter. Bledsoe outside. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
He hasn't been quite able to lure the defense into fouling him as much. Hasn't been as effective in drawing fouls here.
Shooting with New Orleans, Eric Bledsoe. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that brings them to within 10. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Watch him.
We've got 1:13 left in the 4th quarter. And Holiday kicks to Davis. Outside Gordon. Here's Ajinça. And the shot falls short this time. Phoenix has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. They double-team Bledsoe. Here's Freak. Good for his 6th make, and a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of play.
Holiday with it. Outside Gordon. Here's Ajinça. Rebound by the Suns.
Not sure there's anything they can do to salvage this one.
Not anymore. I mean, any chance they had got away from them. Slipped right out of their hand.
On offense, here are the Pelicans. 7-point differential. Outside Holiday. So we see the Pelicans get the win here. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds clock.
You know what? They showed their character in crunch time, though, doing what had to be done to send these fans home happy.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Tyreek, what was the focus on strategy for this team coming into tonight's game?
Just playing hard. We had a meeting today as a team, and we just wanted to come in here and play hard with energy. That's where it starts from, and we did a great job that night.
Tyreek, thank you. Kevin, amazing what can happen when you play hard.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our entire 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And this broadcast has not ended just yet, as we've got the award-winning Ernie Johnson standing by here for the postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Eric Gordon. Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was just huge, and the impact carried them through the entire game. Let's get your opinion, Kenny.
Just an unreal performance for him in so many ways. That was a player at the absolute top of his game. It's hard to imagine someone being any more dominant than he was tonight.
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. You rarely see a performance like this with this crazy high shooting percentage. Wow.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille.